Hi Alejandro, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So I heard you'll meet again at How to Web in Bucharest.
We're meeting how to web in Bucharest.
Okay, so for the future participants there, can you please tell me a bit about yourself?
Okay, I'm the crazy guy with a hat. I travel all around Europe talking with startups. I've been running for many years, for 4 years actually, two startup accelerator programs, Tetuan Valley and Startupbootcamp Europe. I quitted that last year, but I'm still very much involved with mentorship in many startup accelerator programs. And now I have a company, it's called Press42, and we help startups craft their messages and make it to the media on a global scale, which is something that probably most Eastern European companies are in deep need of.
I see, and especially because you are talking about Eastern Europe. What do you think is happening at the moment in terms of entrepreneurship?
Well, I think it's a fantastic, it's an incredible moment right now in Eastern Europe. It's there's a lot of countries that are starting to open up to the other parts of Europe. I've been working with companies in Poland for 2 years now, and they're doing amazing things. Romania is getting to the point where it's also opening their doors. There's a lot of companies coming out of Romania. South of Romania, you have Croatia also doing really incredible things. So I think it's time to for Eastern Europe to actually start shining as the western part of Europe did some years ago. And I truly believe that the next batch of really cool startups, really innovative startups, are gonna come out of Eastern Europe in general.
What are the reasons for this? Like, what are the strengths of Eastern Europe?
Well, I think Eastern Europe has a fantastic strength, which is there's a massive technical talent there. They're really so now we're seeing a shift in the paradigm of startups. There's a lot of startups working with what's called now the big data kind of thing, which I think is actually bullshit because it's a marketing term. But still, we need people that know how to deal with big amount of data and how to do data crunching things. And I think a lot of people coming out of Eastern Europe have a fantastic qualification to work with that. The drawback is that Eastern Europe doesn't know how to market their stuff. They're really good at technical parts, but it's very hard for them to go on a stage and actually say, okay, this is my product, this is what it does. It's for people that are not technical, you know.
So, what do you think entrepreneurs from Eastern Europe should do to develop this part as well?
I think it's a matter of time that people get used to. First of all, there's the matter of the language. Few people actually speak very good English, and that means that few people are capable of going to an international stage and pitch their company. And there's even people that they don't want to learn English. They don't want to do their pitch in English because hey, we're in Romania or we're in Poland, and in Poland we speak Polish. So it's still very myopic view in terms of what is your market and what you should be doing. But I think that's eventually going to change. The more that people travel around the place, the more they're going to learn how to pitch stuff. So I've been like tracking companies from Eastern Europe for 2 years now, and it's funny because I keep seeing more and more people like from Poland, more people from the Baltics, more, and that wasn't the case 2 years ago. And these people are actually coming back to their countries and teaching others how to do this. So I think it's just a matter of time, but I think people should really focus on that stuff because the technical side they already know it, they already have it. So they should be, I think, conscious. They should be aware that they need to fix the other part.
And how do you think conference like How to Web can actually impact what's
Oh,
happening?
well, I actually think that it's the reason why the country is opening it up. And I've seen this in other countries that when you have a high impact company, a high impact conference that brings international speakers to the country, it forces a lot of the startups to first speak English and second actually start thinking about the world in a very different way and starting to think about the world outside their own frontiers. And I think it's really necessary to have something like that. It's really necessary to have other people from other countries coming and showing them that they're not alone, that there's more stuff to do, And I think without a big conference that pulls very good speakers and people that have renown, people that have good networks internationally, it wouldn't happen. And that's what How to Web is doing. And it's been like, I think 3 years now doing the conference, and they're getting better and better at it. And now I keep talking with people and they say, hey, we're going to meet in Bucharest. We're going to go to How to Web. And I think that's a fantastic, epic win for Romania in general.
And what will you be doing there actually?
That is a very good question. So I think the first day I'm gonna work with the startup competition. I'm gonna give a talk on how to deal with feedback, because we had this conversation with Bogdan, who runs the conference, about how some startups actually take it really badly when someone gives them feedback. They say like, oh, you don't know shit, you don't know blah blah blah. So how to deal with that? How to sometimes make sure you follow it. Sometimes you shouldn't be following it. So kind of how to deal with that. Then I think I'll be mentoring the startups there, and then I'll be in a panel, but I don't know what I'm gonna talk about there. So you should ask Bogdan.
Okay, so see you there and
I'll
thank you
see
very
you
much.
there, and I'm really excited. So thank you guys.